Good day, children and the young at heart. Today, we have a timeless tale that's more than just a story, it's a lesson wrapped in a bit of fun. Have you ever heard of The Boy Who Cried Wolf? Whether you have or haven't, I promise there's something here for everyone to learn. So, let's settle in, listen closely, and discover the wisdom hidden in this classic fable. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a young shepherd boy. His job was to watch over the flock of sheep that belonged to the villagers. Every day, he would take the sheep up the hillside to graze on the lush green grass. While the sheep quietly nibbled on the grass, the boy would sit by himself, bored and lonely. One day, feeling particularly restless and wanting some excitement, the boy thought of a mischievous plan. He decided to play a trick on the villagers to relieve his boredom. Climbing to the top of a hill, he cupped his hands around his mouth and shouted at the top of his lungs, "Wolf! Wolf! There's a wolf chasing the sheep!" Hearing his cries, the villagers dropped whatever they were doing and ran up the hill to help the boy. They were all worried about their sheep and wanted to protect them from the dangerous wolf. But when they arrived, they found no wolf. The sheep were calmly grazing, and the boy was laughing at the top of the hill. "You tricked us," one of the villagers said, clearly annoyed. But the boy just laughed harder, thinking it was all in good fun. The villagers grumbled among themselves and returned to the village, shaking their heads at the boy's prank. A few days later, the boy decided to play the same trick again. Once more, he climbed the hill and cried out, "Wolf! Wolf! There's a wolf chasing the sheep!" Again, the villagers rushed up the hill, and once again, they found no wolf. The boy laughed even louder than before, but this time the villagers were not amused. "Do not cry, wolf, when there is no wolf," they warned him angrily before returning to the village. The boy was pleased with himself and thought he was very clever for tricking the villagers twice. However, one day, as the boy was sitting on the hillside, a real wolf did appear. The wolf crept out of the forest and started attacking the sheep, scattering them in all directions. Terrified, the boy jumped to his feet and shouted as loud as he could, "Wolf! Wolf! There's a wolf chasing the sheep!" But this time, no one came to help. The villagers, remembering how they had been tricked before, thought the boy was playing another prank. No one paid any attention to his cries. The boy shouted and shouted, but still, no one came. The wolf attacked the flock, and the boy was powerless to stop it. By the time the wolf left, many of the sheep were gone, and the boy was left alone, weeping on the hillside. When the villagers finally came to check on the boy later, they found him distraught and the flock decimated. The boy, filled with regret, realized that his lies had cost him the trust of the villagers and the lives of the sheep he was supposed to protect. Here ends the story of The Boy Who Cried Wolf. The main lesson of The Boy Who Cried Wolf is about the importance of honesty and the consequences of lying. The story teaches that if you repeatedly lie, people will eventually stop believing you, even when you tell the truth. This can lead to serious consequences, as seen in the story when the boy's cries for help were ignored because he had lied so many times before. The fable emphasizes the value of trust and integrity in relationships and how easily they can be lost through deceit. I hope you enjoyed our story today. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe for more exciting stories in the future.